reporting for TTN-HD Production Live, here with writer-director ALEX ZAMM. What inspired you to get into the business?
This interview, I would say, probably the opportunity to be here for this interview. But I would say just loving storytelling. Ever since I was a kid, I loved storytelling. I had my father and mother, great storytellers. My grandmother was a fantastic liar. So I was always around great storytelling and loved it. And film seemed like the perfect synergy of storytelling with photography and mixed media and animation and choreography and great writing. It was the best of all of it.
Has the business been what you expected it to be?
I think the business aspect is very different than the storytelling aspect, and I try to keep them very separate because I think that one is the needs of what the marketplace is and understanding what those people who are funding a movie need, and the other one is the needs of the story, and hopefully you try to find that happy medium.
What is your writing process? How do you come up with ideas?
It depends what it is. If it's an original, sometimes they gestate for years, and you may see an image, you may have a line of dialogue, you may have a scene, and that may lead you to a completely different place. And so I try to be as open as possible to that. Or you fall in love with a great character. Other things where I'm servicing existing characters, like I'm doing KONG PHOOEY, and I did Inspector Gadget, or I just did, for instance, I literally just finished Tooth Fairy 2. Those are existing mythologies, so I have to get my head into how do I service that mythology in a way that's true to that story or that franchise, and at the same time put myself into it.
What have you learned about yourself through writing and directing?
That you have to really love process and be patient, because writing is rewriting and directing is rewriting, and that it's not so much one film, it's a body of work. It's not so much one day, it's the whole body of the whole shoot. So I like it for that.
What's your favorite project that you've worked on?
Oh God, it's like which child do you like the best, or which pet do you love the best? I think you fall in love with every one of them, otherwise it'd be hard to do it if you didn't fall in love with the work and the collaborators. But I love doing My Date with the President's Daughter. It was a teenage version of Roman Holiday, and I think it was a wonderful romantic story. But I also love a lot of stories where I'm able to make something completely unreal feel believable using special effects, whether it's talking dogs or Inspector Gadget or a man who becomes a tooth fairy. I love finessing things with the performance and effects to make an unreal element feel real. So that's the favorite part for me, and that seems to go over many movies.
What advice would you give to upcoming filmmakers?
Find out what your voice is before you start worrying about pleasing everybody else, and before you start worrying about the marketplace and the business side. I would start saying, get egg on your face, make lots of mistakes, try to sketch with the camera and storytelling as much as possible, so that you, when you're entrusted with a huge amount of money, you already kind of know your point of view on things.
What do you hope to do in the future? Just
keep doing this till I'm old and gray. I mean, I really admire the fact that there are I really admire that Clint Eastwood is still making films at his age. I think it's, and I go, why should you ever stop? It's not like baseball where your knees go bad and you have to retire. You just need good, comfortable shoes for directing, and you should be fine. But I want to continue telling stories that challenge me. That's the most. It doesn't make a difference what genre it is. I tend to make family movies, so that could be action or animals or fairy tales. It doesn't make a difference. Romantic comedies. As long as it challenges me, I'm okay, and the characters are interesting.
Well, thank you so much, Alex, and best of luck with your upcoming projects and years to come.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to see your interviews for years to come.
Thank you. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for TTN-HD Production Live.
Oh, that was good.
Cool.